Hello, today's video is about how did the Romans change routine. So let's get started. In AD 410, the Roman Emperor Honorius sent a goodbye letter to the people of Britain. He wrote, "Fight bravely and defend your lives. You are on your own now." This means that the Romans left this place. The city of Rome was under attack, and there were lots of attack, invasion were taking place on the region of Rome, and the empire was falling apart. So the Romans had to leave to take care of matters back home, and that's why they left this place. After they left, the country fell into chaos. Now the destruction starts, and the native tribes and foreign invaders battle each other for powers. And they were quarreling and fighting with each other. Even native tribes were fighting. Many of the Roman towns in Britain crumbled away as people went back to living in the countryside. But even after they were gone, the Romans left their mark all over the country. They left marks and signs of their inheritance. They gave us new towns, plants, animals, a new religion, and ways of reading and counting. Even the word Britain came from the Romans. The very word Britain also is of Roman inheritance. The next is Roman roads. Britain had no proper roads before the Romans. There were just muddy tracks. So the Romans built new roads all across the landscape, over 60,000 kilometers, 10,000 miles in fact. The Romans knew that the shortest distance from one place to another is a straight line. So what they did is they made lots of straight lines uh, as possible to get around quickly. They built their roads on foundation of clay. They used clay, chalk and gravel for the foundation of their roads. They laid bigger flat stones on top. Roman roads bulged into the middle and had ditches either side to help the rainwater drain off. They have bulged in the middle. उनमें उबार होता था मिडल में, और डीचेज होती थी नालियों में, ताकि वाटर है जो क्रॉस कर सके ऑन आइदर साइड to help the rainwater to drain off. And the next part is, how did the Romans change their religion? Before the Romans came, the native Britons were pagans. They were pagans, and this was the question when I was preparing for my MA entrance exam, and this was the question that who were the pagans? The answer is that they believed lots of different gods and spirits, and they worshipped them. And fortunately, I knew the answer, and I corrected it. The Romans were pagans too, but they didn't believe in the same gods as the Britons. They let the Britons worship their own gods as long as they were respectful of the Romans ones too. As long as the Romans revered and respected the Romans' god, they let them worship their gods. Next is Christianity arrived in Britain during the 2nd century. At first, only few people became Christian. When Christianity started to get popular, the Romans banned it. And now, what is the after effect? Christians refused to worship the Roman Emperor. They refused to worship the Roman Emperor, and anyone who was caught following new religion could be whipped or even executed. And the Romans, what they did is that when the person found that anyone found that he is following this Christian religion, what they did is they whipped or even executed them. उन्हें चाबुकों से मारा जाता था और कई बार तो उन्हें फांसी तक दी जाती थी. By the beginning of the 4th century, more and more people were following Christianity. In AD 313, the Emperor Constantine declared that Christians were free to worship in peace. This was the emperor, the ruler Constantine, who declared that Christians were free to worship in peace. While 391, Christianity was the official Roman religion. What pagan beliefs were still popular in Britain. Next is language, writing and numbers. Before the Romans came, very few people could read or write in Britain, and the Romans considered them inferior, uncivilized, and they considered them superior and civilized. And this concept, you can find this concept in Rudyard Kipling's poem "The White Man's Burden," if you know about it, and you should know about it from net exam point of view. It is very important poem. Instead, information was usually passed from person to person by word of mouth. The Romans wrote down their history, their literature, and their laws. They were educated and civilized, and that's why they wrote their history. They have their own literature and laws. Their language was called Latin, and it was not long before some people in Britain started to use it too. In early Britain, people started to use Latin also. However, it only really caught on in the new Roman towns. Most people living in the countryside stuck to their old Celtic language. They stuck to their original Celtic language because they were fond of it. That's why. We have still got lots of words and phrases today that come from Latin. Words like exit, which means he or she goes out, and pedestrian, which means going on foot. These are Latin words. They have their origin as Latin. Our coins are based on Roman design, and some of the lettering is in Latin also. Written around the age of some $1 coins is the phrase "Decus et tutamen," which means glory and protection. And the next is, how did the Romans change towns? The Romans introduced the idea of living in big towns and cities because this was urban civilization. On the other hand, Celts were the people who were living in countryside. Roman towns were laid out in a grid, and their foundation was established by grid, streets crisscross the towns to form blocks called insulae. In the middle was the forum, a big market square where people came to trade. After the Romans, the next group of people settled in Britain were the Anglo-Saxons. This was the Anglo-Saxon. After the Romans left, the Anglo-Saxon dominated. They invaded this region. They were farmers, not townspeople. On the other hand, Romans were townspeople, and they were men who were living in cities and in urban areas, and the Anglo-Saxon people were farmers. They invaded many of the Roman towns, and that's why they goodbye. They said bye-bye to the Roman towns and set up new kingdoms. But some Roman towns continue to exist, and now today there are lots of towns which have their Roman existence. If a place name has Sester, Castor or Sester in it, it's almost certainly Roman. For example, Gloucester, Doncaster and Manchester. The word Chester comes from the Latin word castrum, which means a fort. London was a Roman city. Most of the students don't know about the history of London because it was also a Roman city too. Although they called it Londinium, When the Romans invaded, they built a fort beside the river Thames. You find the reference of Thames in T.S. Eliot's Wasteland and Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. If you are UGC net aspirant, this was where traders came from all over the empire to bring their goods to Britain. It grew and grew until it was the most important city in Roman Britain. And this was all about today, about Roman invasion, and this is all about today. And thanks. And now we will start on the next video on Old English period. And these are two videos on Roman invasion and how the Roman changed the life of the native people, the Celts and Brythonic people living there. And now thanks a lot to visit my channel.